It's the return of the Mr. Figure, getting bigger every time I deliver a classic through drastic measures and no rulers. Jotting down my words, hoping they hold truer than any type of path that they set for me. The pressure mountain, but I never let it get to me. I just breathe, remember what I wanted to be. Critics nitpicking, what the hell they wanting from me? Peep the music, I tell these kids to reach up. I've been turning haters and negatives to believers. For this, the work of a lion and a leader. You can only rule the world if you let the world teach you. Platform, yeah, and what it sound like? Platform, yeah, what it sound like?
I am T-Rex the Tyrant. I'm from Athens, Georgia. T-Rex, T-R-E-X-X, the double X is very important. So if you look at a T-Rex, the head of a T-Rex, they may say you got a big mouth but a little brain, you know, that's what they call it. But, you know, if you think about it, you know, this is like reverse type style shit. So my name is T-Rex the Tyrant, and I named myself that specifically because I feel like, you know, I'm the last of a dying breed, you know. I've been on both sides of a story before.
Oh, no, my bad.
Life when niggas play the victim or the witness. Know a couple killers and they bout their business. Came to kill it, gotta switch it up. I wanna make $1 million plus. They say that you could do it all, but who's to say you did enough? A hemophiliac is someone that has like thin blood, right?
I'll double check it, I think so.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's either that or the
hemophiliac has thin blood. Like they lack iron in their blood, I think.
Yeah, that's the iron deficiency syndrome.
Hemophilia is a disorder in which blood doesn't clot normally.
There you go. Because iron is what makes your blood clot. That's how we live life. The niggas play the victim or the witness. Or a couple killers saying they about the business. My biggest thing is, man, like, I want to see my city grow, you know? And it's not like when I say I want to see my city grow, I don't want to see my city torn down to be made into something new. And I understand, like, that's what it takes. Like, it's always like that. Like, you know, to get something new, you're going to have to break something old. You know, I mean, it's cool like that. Like, that makes sense. But at the same time, it doesn't matter the people that you're affecting behind that, you know? If you throw, you know, 8 different houses on 2 plots of land, then that changes the taxes for everyone that lives on that block now, you know, because there are more houses there. So now the 2 people that live down there, 2 own plots of land, can't afford to live there anymore, so now they have to sell it. Boom, we're going to knock that down. And now the last person on the block can't afford to live there because there are 10 houses on 4 plots of land. Like, it's just the math of it's not gonna work out. You know, it just doesn't.
You need to get like, you know, be cool. Like if you was like Rick Ross, be like, oh, after you say some real cool shit.
I never like.
No, I'm just saying that would have just made me hype, and I probably would have like ran around the fucking place.
You know what's crazy as fuck? The songs that I have like ad-libs on, I get other people to do my ad-libs. I don't even do ad-libs on my songs. I'm tired of living life where niggas play the victim or the witness. Know a couple killers and they bout their business. Came to switch it up. I need to make $1 million plus. They say that you could do it all, but who's to say you did enough? I do enough, and this is who I do it for. Shit, this is who I am. I drop the diamonds in the bezel just to make them understand. There's a whole factory right down the street from my house. It was one of the biggest factories here in Athens. Once they left, I guess, you know, the poverty rate, things like that. Once, you know, a giant entity leaves a small city, I mean, it's only so much that can happen to your city after that. You know, poverty goes up, all that kind of stuff like that. I mean, it just happens. I'm just like, man, why has that building not been used? It's been at least 20 years. My entire life, nothing has been in that building. And I'm 25. So you mean to tell me in 25 years you couldn't bring another company there? So that's out of the question. Cool. But so now we just got an abandoned giant, 3-acre building or whatever that you're not going to do anything with. In my eyes, like, let's turn that into a community center. Because on my side of town, like, I live, I guess it's on the west side, but it's not. It's like the north side of town, kind of, right? And over there, it's not really accessible to a lot of people. Like, the library is really far away. The closest community center is at least maybe 3 miles, 4 miles, probably. Like, it's not bad enough to get there, but to coming back, it may be a little bit of an issue. You know what I'm saying? And there are kids everywhere. So what are the kids in the area that I live in? What are they supposed to do? And now you wonder why, we got all this gang wars. We have all this stuff going on in the city. But it's, I feel like, the city is ready for something to change, and it just needs somebody to help change it.
Make them understand it was always in the plans. It was scribbled, it was written like that scripture, like prescriptions beat the beat like Sonny Liston. About my butts like Jameis Winston. Did I mention I could melt the coldest winter in the summer, bring that blizzard. Lean up on you just a pivot. Ain't no game, this ain't no scrimmage. And you could I dropped the shit.
No, but that was wonderful. Up until that one point, that shit was cool as, like, that was really cool.
This is the smallest county in Georgia. Everybody thinks of UGA as, being this giant entity, like it touches everything, and it does. Like, it is big, it's huge, it is. But Clark County is definitely a place too. My high school right down the street from UGA, right? But how many times have you ever heard anything in Clark Central, right? Y'all know about UGA, but Clark Central was a popping school. Like, I think Billy Henderson is like the 3rd most winning coach in all of high school sports. You see what I'm saying? Like, but you don't know who that guy is.
You just gotta do the second, that last little part. It's like a few bars. Unless you just want a bridge. Unless you want to just do a bridge for those few.
It's not that. It's not that. It just.
Come up with something, bro. Because Pete. We're gonna start from here. Because, like, most of this is really, really nice.
I'm tired of living life shit where niggas play the victim or the witness. Know a couple killers and they bout their business. Came to kill it, gotta switch it up. I wanna make $1 million plus. They say that you could do it all, but who's to say you did enough? And this is who I do it for. This is who I am. I dropped the diamonds and the bezel just to make you understand. It was always in the plans. It was scribbled, it was written like the scripture. That prescription beat the beat like Sonny Liston. About them butts like Jameis Winston. Did I mention I can melt the coldest winter in the summer, bring a blizzard. Lean up on you just a pivot. This ain't no game, this ain't no scrimmage. Get the hell up out my kitchen when I'm cooking up the heat. In my league is where you not. You could get it off the block. This conversation about the paper, baby boy, I talk a lot.
The city of Clark County gets lost in the wash of UGA, Like, we get the short end of the stick half of the time. And I'm from here. Like, I was born and raised here. And, eventually the people of the city start to notice that. You don't have to be poor to notice bad things are happening to poor people. Just like you don't have to be rich to notice that fucked up things are happening to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying I was in either one of those positions. But what I am saying is that it doesn't take a status to notice that someone else needs help. And I think that's my biggest thing. It's just, if you see that help is needed, what are you going to do? That's what the question is for everybody. What do you choose to do? And my thing is, like, if I can figure out a way to generate some buzz, some, something behind this music, and that becomes my whole mantra, my legacy, then I'll bring my legacy back here, and I'll make sure that my city gets built up the way that it's supposed to be.
Cause this T-Rex up in this motherfucker, I came to fucking build up a building like a skyscraper in NYC. You see by me. I'm C-Fly, C4, C8, and niggas, they don't need.
What I thought about, if you wanted to, like, minimize the amount of work you wanted to do today, what you could do is, like, right before we could chop.
Punch in.
Well, I was gonna do that anyway. Because that makes more sense. Why am I going to make you redo the whole thing? You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm going to start you off at like a certain part, and then you'll feel it, then you come in.
I could punch in.
Yeah. Because the thing is, and what else we could do if you didn't want to like redo the verse, we could when you say, man, T-Rexx is in this bitch, and you stop. We'll cut it, and then if you want to make it if I haven't heard it on the beat yet, so if it lines up to where you can put a hook, just bow. Cause think about it, if you're like, yeah, T-Rexx is in this bitch, and then hook, that'd be slick lit.
I feel like throughout my life, every situation that I've been put in, whether it be happy, sad, whatever it is, I played a role in getting to that position. I think that played a big part in shaping my music, you know? Because it's like, because you are in control over what you do, over, you know, the situations you find yourself in, whether it be, you know, you're with some people that end up doing something, or, you know, you're by yourself and you do something, regardless of it, you know, you can't take out the fact that you were there, you know, that you had something to play into it. And that's my biggest thing. I think that I try to use that in my music, you know, as far as being able to convey the fact that I've been in the same place, maybe not the exact same situation that you've been in, but I've been in that place. Like, I know how it feels to feel like that. Yeah. I'm tired of living life where niggas play the victim or the witness. Know a couple killers and they bout their business. Came to kill it, gotta switch it up. I wanna make $1 million plus. They say that you could do it all, but who's to say you did enough? And this is who I do it for. Shit, this is who I am. I dropped the diamonds in the bezel just to make them understand. It was always in the plans. It was scribbled, it was written like that scripture, that prescription beat. That beat like Sonny Liston, about them bucks like Jameis Winston that I mentioned. I could melt the coldest winter in the summer, bring the blizzard. Lead up on you just a pivot. This ain't no game, this ain't no scrimmage. Get the hell up out my kitchen when I'm cooking up the heat. It's in the league, it's where you not. I'm about to get it off the block. This conversation about this paper, baby, boy, I talk a lot. And I probably wouldn't stop like I was running from the cops. I mean, I'm down to run it up. I mean, I'm down to smoke a lot. A lot of people are talking about what they want to do. You know, everybody want to flex. Everybody wants to, you know, be this superstar, but nobody really wants to talk about how they feel, you know? And so that's what I'm here. Like, like I said, I'm here to give you something for every day of the week. Oh yeah, BT Dubs, Down to Earth. Don't forget about that. That's coming out sometime soon, man. I'm excited about that, to be honest. Down to Earth. That's going to be my first actual, like, project that I put out, EP, LP, whatever you want to call it, you know. It's going to be something for the people, right? It's going to be for the people. And I think it's going to be exactly what is needed, you know? So.
Now that part, did you just hear that part? That sounded, I know.
That's the price of living, right? Hypothesis, I doctored it. Hurdle over obstacles, so no, it ain't no stopping it. I got pennies for your thoughts, so many y'all can sponsor it. It's obvious, I'm balling out the building, need a scholarship. Like this whole like first little jump right here. If you could cut that and just let it come in on this next hump right here, then it'll probably fit. It might even just be that little beginning part. It might not even be the whole thing, because it's just that snare. That first snare hits so awkwardly.
Because it's not on the one. That's why. The snare doesn't hit on the one.
So it's a little cleaner. It's a lot cleaner. Do it one time. So many I can sponsor it. It's obvious I'm balling out the building, need a scholarship. People don't acknowledge the problem. I'm just trying to think of how if we could start it right there. You know what I'm saying? I really fuck with this part here. Like, I wouldn't want to put a recording over there because I like that.
Yeah. Ooh, I can actually tell people. Okay. Being corny again.
What's the price of living right? Hypothesis, I doctored it. Hurdle over obstacles, so no, it ain't no stopping this shit. I got pennies for your thoughts, so many I can sponsor it. It's obvious I'm balling out the building, need a scholarship. People don't acknowledge.
Yes, Kyle, yes. That's how that shit supposed to drop in. Yes, that's exactly how that shit's supposed to drop
I just
in.
had to cut the first part. The first part fucked me up.
See, now the only thing I would do is I would splice this one more time, and wherever it starts to get low, I would fucking
Bring it up.
Yeah, I would turn.
Yeah,
it
that's
up.
what I'm gonna end up doing. But I gotta like literally sit here and like super
it.
play with it.
And that's motherfucking. It's a rap, nigga. You know, I have things to say. I have substance. I'm here to not only give you entertainment, but also to give you something to take home with you. You know, that's the biggest thing. I mean, like I said, that's what I'm here to do. Is not only to get you to think about what you got going on now, but think how you can impact someone else. You know, I mean, because that's how I live I live through my music like that. You know, as far as trying to be able to be relatable to people. And, you know, what I say and what I do in my lifestyle compared to someone else's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Because we all go through it. You know, everybody got a Sunday, unless you're not around no more, you know. So I think that's like my thing, is to be that person that you can look to on any day of the week. And not necessarily to say for guidance, but to be there for you, you know. Cause I'm gonna be there. Like that's what it boils down to. Like I don't know anything else other to do than that. You know what I'm saying? So like I like to do that.
What's the price of living right? Hypothesis, I doctored it. Hurdle over obstacles, so no, it ain't no stopping this shit. I got pennies for your thoughts, so many I can sponsor it. It's obvious I'm balling out the
Man?
scholarship. People don't acknowledge the
Yeah? Mark? Hold. Settling.
You gonna be in a sweatsuit, folks? Still, you gonna feel like this, and then you got the big boys. This is what happens with the big boys in the summertime when it ain't big boy season.
Hold on. Don't keep talking until you finish up. You don't want like on camera. Yeah, you know.
Gotta switch it up. I wanna make $1 million plus. They say that you could do it all, but who's to say you did it? Okay, this is who I do it for.
All right, that's it for us.
Like that scripture, that prescription beat like Sonny Liston. About them butts like James Winston. Did I mention? I can melt the coldest